Hello everyone, we're back for another Golf Clash tutorial here. Southern Pines, hole 7, par 4. And this hole here specifically, you want to make sure that you get the ball out there a decent way. So with a side wind, we'll be good. But, the one thing that you might want to consider is a little bit of extra side spin. So I am going to switch down to a Quasar ball and go about 8 rings in this situation. So if you want me to, kind of put a number on what I'm going to do, it's going to be basically this. So 8 rings, more or less, and with some curl as well. So there's 5, 8, just a little bit of curl just to kind of counter that wind effect. So here you'll see, we'll just try to blast it as good as possible. And, the one thing that we're doing is adding as much accuracy to our driver by going with the quarterback to basically ensure that we can kind of go right down the middle. Early on in these tours, you might have an extra mile 5, extra mile 6. You can see much bigger target, a lot less accuracy. So you just do want to be careful about, any kind of mishap when your power could result in landing in the rough, whereas it's a lot safer with the quarterback club. So let's see here. Looks pretty good. One thing about these Southern Pines holes is they are very huge, the fairways. So with that being said, there's nothing wrong with extra mile in this tour because of that point. So this hole here is usually a bit uphill. You're going to see that I reduced my needle to minus 5%. And I'm also going to play around 4.5 on the backspin. Aside from that, I'm going to need to use quite a bit of curl and very close to that max number, somewhere up in here. By testing the range, you could see what I did to go about testing that range, and you can see where I'm positioning, and just going to need to make sure that I go about 3.5 rings somewhere in here, and definitely apply some curl to get that ball moving down over towards the cup. So let's see how this comes in. Oh, look pretty good, other than just a little bit aggressive on the way that I was setting up, and the limited ball guide kind of made it a little bit harder to tell, but you can see the basic gist of the idea of what it's going to require to get over there. Now keep in mind that the longer you hit it, the less you'll have to curl it. My opponent outdrove me a little bit, so could potentially, the only thing is the Goliath, it'll have, definitely low accuracy, but could potentially aim towards the right there and not have to use any curl. So really the curl, the way that my opponent's doing, he's keeping it away from the edge and curling it. However, you could position it over towards the edge and avoid the curl altogether in this situation. So a little bit too much curl there, but overall not a bad shot, and definitely good enough in most circumstances. But do think about the what you want to do when you drive it aggressive like that. You might want to take a little bit more aggressive approach, try to go kind of straight at it, and hopefully get it to drop for you. But I'm going to split these videos up, and I'll catch you guys up momentarily on the shootouts. So good luck on that hole, guys.